Yes, my people. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Match reaction time. Yes, match reactions are still going to get done, even though the Premier League, there's nothing left to play for. Another game down, 2 games to go. Another draw. But obviously, the circumstances to this one a bit different to the ones that have deflated us in the past. I guess even this game in general, it was a deflating game before a ball was even kicked. I wasn't looking forward to it. I mean, on the calendar, when you're looking at it early on in the season, considering the last 2 seasons and the way they've gone for us, at least going into game week 30, 22, 23, and going in all the way to game week 38, 23, 24, I would have thought this game would have had more on it than what it did today, which was a guard of honor. First and foremost, I don't know what the whole discourse is about on social media with the guard of honor. I just think social media banter, as they call it, has gone so wayward that everyone and anyone wants to chat shit every single opportunity they can. And, this is just another example of it. I think the Guard of Honor is just a sign of respect. They won the league, whoever they were, this time round is Liverpool, but whoever it may be, have won the league. And to win the Premier League, to win your domestic league wherever you are, it's a great achievement. It is the bread and butter. It is the number one priority. So Guard of Honor, not too sure what the internet's on about, but I'm never really too sure what the internet's on about, so that's not really surprising. Liverpool, well done, respect you, no shades whatsoever, well deserved. You know, probably would have hit 90 points if you were pushed, but maintained consistency throughout the season. First half of the season, second half of the season, and got the job done. So well done to Liverpool. It's a shame for us Arsenal fans. But yeah, on to the next one, because what can we do? As long as we're still breathing, you're going to roll on to the next one, win or lose. It's just that we don't often win. I say we don't often win. I mean, many of you out there hasn't seen us win the league. So yeah, not very often indeed. But that aside, because I know there'll be a good few Liverpool fans watching this in the comment section as well. And I think this is what we're here for. This is what the season's about. Come May, who lifts the Premier League, who lifts the domestic cups, who lifts the European cups, and that's how most seasons will be remembered. It is a ride, it is a journey, but essentially trophies are what matter come the end of the season. So it's not to be for Arsenal, it was to be for Liverpool, their 20th title wrapped up. And yeah, with us, I mean, I think 2-2 was a pretty fair scoreline. I did miss some of the game because of a lack of interest, even though I did the mob. I was more interested in conversation sometimes than the game, understandably so. But I do think overall, when, I looked at the first half, Liverpool deserved their lead, and I looked at the second half, and we deserved to get back into it. And by the end of it, I thought 2-2, it is what it is. 2-2, 2-1, 3-2 to Liverpool. At the end of the day, for me, this match didn't matter as much as it should have, or it has, or done for a lot of other people who still believe that fighting for second and securing second means something. If it meant something, then us securing second last year or the year before that should have meant something too. But or in 2016, 15, for whenever Leicester won the league, we were second then as well and dropped out of top four the next year. So there's arguments for and against that cause. Essentially, Champions League football is all second brings, all third brings, all fourth brings, and this season all fifth brings. So yeah, good to see a fight back though. Second half, you could tell Arteta, must have ripped into them, rightly so. And we came out off the blocks well, sharp, creating chances. And Martinelli with a nice header got us back into it with a couple of minutes gone in the second half. Trossard, good cross. Martinelli, good header. Something I liked in the second half was seeing Martinelli up top. He was making the runs that, I don't know if it was just me, but the central runs he was making, I missed those. And to say I missed those just, it goes to show the state of football at this moment in time. Definitely the state of Arsenal's attack and the number 9 position, but in general, strikers that, off the last man try getting behind. Maybe it's just an Arsenal thing. Maybe it's just me craving a striker that can make those runs. Martinelli was making quite a few runs, even at 2-1. I think it was. There was a run he made where Odegaard really should be at least attempting to get it over and through to him. it wasn't the most difficult of balls. And what did Odegaard pick? The safe option, the 8 yard pass to the side, and you could tell Martinelli was visibly frustrated. I'll call it that. But it was nice seeing Martinelli in those positions trying. We're starving, people. We're starving. So before anyone asks, I mean, I'd still be looking to get a left winger in. So don't, and I ain't looking at Martinelli as the solution for the number 9. I'm just reacting to the match. And before I continue reacting to the match, you know what time it is, people. It's Proton time. QR code on the screen right now. Bang. Scan it, or there's a link in the description. You can click that link if you haven't got a phone to scan it with. If you're watching it with your phone, then you ain't got the phone to scan it with. So just click the link. It'll take you to the exclusive offer. Proton VPN. You should know what a VPN does. It protects you. Protects you from what? The online world. Your data, security, your privacy. It protects all of that. Use a VPN. And it can also open up the world of Netflix. It can open up the world of Amazon Prime. It can open up the world of Paramount, Discovery, all of these platforms out there where you can watch content, TV shows, movies, all of that jazz. If you apply a VPN and put it to certain locations, you will get that location service. And by that service, I mean every service is different. The UK Netflix is different to the US Netflix. The US Netflix is different to the Middle East Netflix. So yeah, download the VPN, people. And it's coming to the last couple of games of the season. So take up that exclusive offer. Show Proton that the community are still backing the cause. Big up the community for backing the cause all year long, because they're still here. So make sure they're still here next season, people. Scan the QR code, click the link. Even if you've got it already, scan the QR code and click the link, people. Show it some love. Pass it on to a friend. Tell them to download it. Love for the love. Back to reacting to the match. Where was I? Martinelli. Nice goal, not the answer, but refreshing to see a striker running behind, or try and running behind. And not too long after, well, I say not too long after, it was a good 20 minutes after, but we was very much on the front foot for the first 10, 15 minutes of that second half. But it did kind of die down. Liverpool, as expected, Anfield getting back into the game. But we get the second goal. Mikel Merino, empty net. Right place, right time. It was all about Odegaard's shot, and that was also refreshing, but also 3-4 weeks too late. To be honest, it's probably 3-4 months too late. But when you look at the context of the last 3-4 weeks, you can understand why I'm looking at the last couple of weeks more than anything. Odegaard had a few opportunities to shoot today, and guess what he did? He shot. At least 3 times I saw him shoot in a position where, over the last few weeks, over the last few months, over the last season, he's opted to pass. He's opted to take the extra touch. He's opted to reset rather than attack, take a risk. This time round, maybe it's because there's nothing on the line. Maybe it's because we was down in the game. He started having a go. 3. And people are probably listening to this saying, this guy's talking about his number 10 shooting 3 times. Yeah, I am. Because it feels like he shot more times in this game than he has done over the last 2 weeks. And we could have done with a few more shots over the last 2 weeks, not just from him, but a few players. But I mean, him in particular, considering this season hasn't really been going his way. But nice strike. Alisson, nice save off the post. Merino heads it in. And, Merino's been that internal solution to the Havertz injury. But the reality is he pretty much does what Havertz does. Technically better on the ball, in my opinion, but he's more of a right place, right time option in the box, get the ball in type of number 9 than the number 9 I want to be seeing at the club. But listen, since he's come in, I think that's his 11th goal, 7th in the league. I guess his position moving forward for me is an option off the bench, not in midfield, maybe Carabao midfield. But in general, I haven't seen midfield performances from him yet to say I don't mind him even being our backup 8 next season. I wouldn't mind that. I think he's going to be a player that we should be utilising in the last 20 minutes of games if we need a goal, if we need to mix it up, if we need to get balls into the box, considering the striker we better bring in, is going to be a more off the last man type of striker, feed him in behind type of striker. And then you have a mix of options, and at least Marino is not costing us 275k a week to invade space and get a few, neat finishes in. So that's my assessment of Marino. But this is a match reaction. After that, Marino gets a red card. Very silly tackle. I mean, my opinion of him in midfield in that moment is an example. Receiving the ball, sloppy touch, just a stiff body, just immobile, just giraffe-like falling to the floor. Nicking the ball off the first man. But then when I think it was Curtis Jones that gets it, that tackle from Marino, bad, definitely a yellow card, definitely 2 yellows, red, and you can't complain. But you could tell the tackle was one of those, I fucked up type of tackles, so I just need to get something on this. But my problem is, I get that, and anytime a player does fuck up, I need you to, be giving it 100 to get it back, but also don't be silly. And in that moment, he was silly, and it cost us a player. And, the game was the game. From there, we had a job to do. Liverpool didn't really impress any more than they had done throughout the game when we were down to 10 men. They got a goal that was disallowed, rightfully so, foul from Konate, and it looked a bit offside as well, in my opinion. So either way, disallowed. And listen, 2-2 was my prediction on the Big Six. So in all honesty, for me, that was the most important thing. What were we going to do with 3 points in the Premier League right now? What, just secure second? We're making Champions League, people. So, let me get back into it in the prediction league. And that's what they did, secured the 2-2. One more thing. I know it's 11 minutes in, and no, it's not Proton, even though you should be scanning it. You should have clicked the link by now. If you haven't, then what the hell are you doing? One more thing is the substitutions. We had 4 left-backs on the pitch with a man down. So essentially 9 outfield players, and 4 of them are left-backs. Tierney, Lewis Skelly, Zinchenko, and Calafiori. I mean, where's Nwaneri? 2 of those left-backs came on when we were still 11 man up. It was 2-2. So, we've seen opposition teams bring on attackers at the Emirates when they are in a position to potentially win the game. We haven't seen it often from Arsenal. And I think it would have been refreshing to see it, a Nwaneri substitution amongst the rest of them, because I don't mind you bringing on Tierney, Calafiori, or Zinchenko, really. But, what is going on? I've never seen this in my life. 4 left backs, 9 players on the pitch, even with a full 11, 10 outfield players. 4 left backs is insane. I don't care if they're very different left backs. Their primary position is left back. Whether Lewis Skelly can play midfield or not, or has done and done it well, he's been left back for us this season. Zinchenko, is he an 8? Is he a left back? Is he an inverted alien? He starts left back for the majority of his career. Tierney, I mean, there is no alien about him. Left back. He is the OG type of left back. And then Calafiori, I mean, I probably prefer him as a left centre back, even though we haven't seen him much. I just say that because at left back, he's been exposed a few times against wingers that we're bound to face over and over again over the years. So, yeah, something's happened with Nwaneri. I'm pretty sure of it. Again, this ain't coming from no source. It's coming just from opinion based off of the last few weeks and the last 90 minutes we've just seen. Could have done with more minutes heading into the PSG first leg, second leg, and why not give him minutes today against Liverpool, considering he's still going to be young next year, considering when it comes to next season, the start of next season, it is so important for us to hit the ground running, bring that fresh feeling back, because it's been somewhat lost this season. So I don't think that's ideal to be bringing Nwaneri in. So these are very valuable minutes for him, in my opinion, whereas for players, like Saka, how valuable are these minutes? Not too sure. Martinelli, how valuable are what do we want him to do? Get 3 goals in the last 3 games and start telling ourselves that he might be the answer, he might be okay? There's no pressure on these last few games. So for me, Nwaneri should be getting minutes. He's not getting minutes. It's not making sense, so something must be up. On that note, that's my match reaction. Liverpool 2, Arsenal 2. Another draw. What does that make it now? 14? Crazy. But draw, win, or loss, whatever it was, there's nothing left in the league, people. On to the next one, which is Newcastle. Newcastle, who are 2 points behind us after their win against Chelsea. It's at the Emirates, but the Emirates isn't exactly a fortress at this moment in time. So yeah, Newcastle will be on it. For them, second would be an achievement considering the growth throughout the season. So they're going to be hungrier than us, that's for sure. It'll be nice, in my opinion, to see Mikel freshen it up a little bit. Maybe see Ranieri start the game. Maybe. Why not? Number 10 even. Put him in. Mikel, please. Let's get something out of the last two games. And if that's some valuable minutes for Ethan, then so be it. Why haven't I come out with a Zubimendi video? I'll come out when it's time to come out with it, people. I'm happy with the signing. But yeah, I'm happy with the signing. That's about where it ends. Love for the love, people. Hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Show Proton some love as always. And I'll be back when I'm back. I wish I had a Munich vlog awaiting in the next few weeks, but I don't. Good old Arsenal.